PeopleGoal's employee onboarding app will provide you with all the tools to ensure your employee develops a full understanding of their role, preparing them to get stuck straight in on day one to fulfill their responsibilities. This video is going to briefly show you how to install your employee onboarding workspace, how to customize this checklist, how to configure the onboarding states and manage your onboarding checklist participants, and how to set the checklist permissions to finally launch your employee onboarding process. So to begin, how to install your employee onboarding workspace. Open any workspace, click Create a new app, Store template, search for onboarding, then click Employee onboarding, add this to your account and select Onboarding Workspace. Install your template. These templates come pre-loaded with elements. You can use them exactly how they are or completely customize them to suit your business needs. To edit your onboarding checklist, go to Template, then Edit Template. You can edit pre-existing elements by going to the right-hand side of the screen and clicking the three dots. Then Edit. Make sure you save any changes. You can duplicate an element by again going to the right hand side of the screen, clicking the three dots and then clicking Duplicate Element. To reorder elements within a section, go to the left hand side of the screen and use the toggle to scroll it up and down, or if you want to reorder elements between sections, go to the right hand side of the screen, click the three dots and then Change Section. To add a sectional element, go to the bottom of a section or the bottom of the template and click the button. In each onboarding process, there'll be a whole host of participants involved to make all the relevant checks or to provide information. It is possible to automate this process through your account's relationships. To do this, open Template, then Configure States. Click Manage Participants. Here you can change the default user and default relationship. Here I'm going to change the IT's default user to Jenny Jones. You are also able to adjust visibility levels. This allows you to have control of who can view the information at each stage, as there may be confidential information. Here I'm going to allow IT to have full visibility, and then make sure you save any of the changes you make. Your onboarding workflow is determined by its states, and each state has its own participant. To add a state in a workflow, go to the blue cross, set the name, and then choose a participant. Make sure you set a default status flag, and then add your state. You can move this new state up and down your workflow by just dragging it, and if you would like to delete it, go to Configure States, then Delete State. To configure your status flags, go to the state you would like to adjust, configure states and then manage your status flags. Here you can change its name or colour to suit your business. Make sure you save any of your changes. Permissions control who have access to your app within your PeopleGoal team. Different levels of access will determine what extent users can create or edit checklists. To set your permissions, start by clicking Settings, then Open Permissions. If you would like the permission types further explained, click the middle button. If you're okay with the permission types, go straight to Configure Specific Permissions. Here you can do this as relationships, teams, or user permissions. You are now ready to launch your onboarding checklist. To do this, go to App, then click New Onboarding Checklist. You can set a checklist for specific users or entire teams of users. I'm going to show you how to do it for a specific user. Select User, then search for their name. Then click Create Onboarding Checklist. You can see the checklist just made here. Scheduling an onboarding process in advance of an individual joining can be useful to ensure that all the necessary measures have been correctly put into place. To do this, go to Home, then click Add. Select Schedule, then click the top edit icon. Here you can add a description that will be shown on the dashboard, and underneath click Add Event. Here you can select a specific date, or if you'd like it to be sent a week or a few days before their start date, make sure you set the offset number into the negatives. Here, the checklist will be sent a week before an employee's start date. Data and reporting is a great feature of PeopleGoal, as it allows you to see the information you've collected in easy-to-understand tables and charts. To do this, go to Data. The table is organised as in rows is each item, and the columns are the elements you can organise the items in. To create a chart, click Add Chart. Here I'm going to add a pie chart, and then I want to see what state each of the items are in. Make sure you save your changes.